Hey, good morning. It's Jason Sharp from Tim McAmis Race Cars. We're glad to be at the NMRA NMCA race in Chicago for the Super Bowl. Going to give you a little tour of our shop here in Chicago and let us know what you think, all right? Obviously, first we've got our 1999 Peterbilt that was done by the Pickett brothers out of Seattle. That kind of gets you in the crowd, obviously. It's a show truck that's detailed out. It's a full-time job for our driver. Takes care of the truck. And that gets people interested in the booth. And let's walk through the booth and show what we have. You know, obviously, Tim McAmis Race Cars has been in business since '93. And he's known for his Pro Mod cars, but moving away from that for the future, we want to get people to notice our, performance parts line and what else we can do besides build the world's fastest nitrous and blower cars. So we bring a lot of vendors on board, like Strange Engineering, who's been around Chicago since who knows when, 70s, I guess. They make an awesome product line that we use a lot of their parts on our cars. And Aeromotive Fuel Systems is another company that has been around with Steve Matuzak. They make a quality, build-it pieces and parts for your fuel system, not only for your street car, but your high-performance Pro Mod as well. And the co-op program works really good for us. It gets not only helps us, get the truck out to the races, but it helps other vendors get out there as well. And you don't have to have 15 different, companies on the midway. You can do a nice showpiece truck like this, and then display the product, online. Just some of our components. Any true street guy, 10.5 guy, everybody needs a wheelie bar wheel or a toe strap, tire gauge. We make a lot of hardware and tooling, to help put your cars together, keep them safe on the racetrack. We've got an online catalog 24/7. You can go online anytime, check out what we have. That's an evolving piece. We're always adding, 10, 15 new items a week. So, come back when you're done with Yellow Bullet, obviously. Go to timmcamisracecars.com. Other vendors that we like that are moving forward and getting their names out to the drag race community is a company like B&J Transmissions. Obviously, the Strasburg brothers have been in business since the 70s, and they race their own top fuel car, but there's avenues out there for them. They make a nice transmission unit. They're wanting to get into the market, so they chose Tim McAmis to help, be their flagship, to help push that product line. Then we've got Don Cameron from NW Radios in Houston. He goes to all the ADR events with us. Guys like Josh Hernandez, Jed Coughlin, Connie Coletta, a lot of 10.5 teams, Vinny Badano. Use his radio system to help communicate on the track and in the pit area. You can check Don out at NW Radios as well. And then here's our showpiece. We really want to get away. We don't want people to think we're just a $150,000 car Pro Mod chassis builder. We like the true street guys. We got guys in the shop that have true street cars and heavy street cars and even bracket dragsters and stuff like that. Not only do we make the parts for the Pro Mod teams, every car needs a carbon fiber wheel tub or a piece of transmission blanket, carbon fiber seat. We do steering column kits, weight bar kits, mid-plate motor plates, fuel cell kits. Anything that's on this car can be bought as an assembly or a kit item online at timmcamis.com, and you can do it yourself. Guys like Doug Reister that run, he built a chassis in his shop with one of our chassis kits. He mounted the body himself, and that car's produced some of the quickest times in the country in 8th mile as your $200,000 Jim Halsey car. So not only can you do the higher end cars, if you're on a budget and you have the technology and the ability to do it at home, buy the kit from timmcamisracecars.com. We'll help you mount the body. We'll get you out on the program, get you out on the street just like any other Pro Mod team. Another new addition to timmcamisracecars.com this year, we brought on Sonny Leonard's products just to help showcase his engine, building capabilities at the racetrack. Just, being smart with the economy, Sonny can bring his product out to all 20 events that we do this year and showcase his new Hemi-style 5300 head. Obviously, that's a massive head that Sonny's producing there in Lynchburg, Virginia. He gets a lot of questions. He does about 25 different engine combinations from a 565 all the way up to a 940. And you see Sonny himself walking around the pit area drumming up business. And then today, what we're looking at, that's what it takes is the engine builders, the chassis builders out shaking hands, talking to the racers, getting involved. It's really cool for Tim to get out and talk to a true street guy, because that true street guy needs the same technology and passion about racing as it takes to run a Pro Mod car. And we don't forget where we come from. You know, not everybody can afford the $200,000 Pro Mod, but like we said earlier, everybody's got the same bolt-on components that you can find on this display chassis that we have here. So that's where Tim McAmis is wanting to take it to the next level. There's 400 cars out here this weekend, and we've done, you know, we've met a lot of new friends, a lot of new relationships with our trailer, and there's not the first Pro Mod car out here, so that's real cool for us to get out and spend a weekend with the guys that are, you know, working 40-hour-a-week jobs and coming in and racing. So, you know, that's where we come from. That's where we're going to go with our business, too. We still want to build the high-end Pro Mods, don't get me wrong, but we want to sell parts to every racer out there, whether it be a Zeus tool or a Zeus fastener or a $12,000 carbon fiber body. Not only do we have the spectacle outside with the Peterbilt truck and the 52-foot trailer with all our performance parts and rolling chassis, stepped up our program and bought a row rig chassis dyno. We're able to, you know, make a run, simulate a run just like you would out on the racetrack. If we find a problem with the shocks, we're able to go in, especially like a Penske style shock, we can go in and make adjustments to improve your car. It's worked out real well. We had some Nostalgia Pro Street teams out here yesterday that were having some shock problems. We made a pass on the dyno, saw where they're having an issue, and, you know, able to make some adjustments to help that team, you know, get down the racetrack. It's a state-of-the-art system. You know, it tucks away in the trailer, and you know, worst case scenario, you're going to spend about $500 to make adjustments, disassembly, all your labor. You know, if you just want to bring the shocks down and, you know, see where you're at linear, just it's about $150 for a pass. This year at our PRI show, walking around, met Martin Clark of Brown and Miller Racing Solutions. Their line's on a lot of, you know, some of the fastest nitrous cars in the country, like Gene Fulton's engines. We're able to make and manufacture poly, you know, high temperature poly lines, smooth bore 600 series lines. We can crimp and make about any kind of line. We've got a large inventory of fittings, you know, here in our cabinets. You know, this is just kind of, we're able to do so many different things. There's kind of nuts and bolts about the business, but you know, crimp lines. You know, if you had some kind of issue with a leak or a crack or a busted line, we're able to fix it, get you back on the racetrack. So that's another feature we have at timmcamis.com. Make sure you go to timmcamis.com and check us out, all right? 24/7, got any questions, great customer service. Ask for Billy, Kuso, Ed, Jason, any of us will be glad to help you, talk you through whatever technical relations issues you might have. So thanks for visiting us, Yellow Bullet. We love you. We check you out, even though Tim gets on our butt sometimes for getting on the internet, but we love to see what the guys at Yellow Bullet are doing. So take care.